What's happening, bitches? Salmon Slapper here, and welcome back to the Hardcore Ironman. So carrying on from where I left off, what did I do? A bunch of quests, didn't I? So yeah, did a bollocks ton of quests, banged out loads of those, got about, I don't know, 40 quest points or so, and decided I'd take a little bit of a short break and did a bit of Slayer and stuff like that, just to try and knock up my range and maybe get some Slayer levels and stuff like that. So, as you can see in the background, that's exactly what I am doing. On top of that, I did decide to check my dailies because I really don't like doing them, but I thought, you know, something for a change. I might actually look about doing them. So I ended up doing that, and actually surprisingly gave me quite a lot of XP. Managed to get, I think, 2 fletching levels out of the one set, and then did a bit of mining, got another couple of mining levels, and a bunch of other things. Banged all them out, and then started to kind of remember I kind of need to set my only daily stuff. Like grabbing the seaweed, which I've been doing. I've got about 2.5k of that now, but I have absolutely 0 sand. So, I'm going to do the hand in the sand quest, just so I can get sand. Yeah, makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Let's be honest. On top of that, I did kind of look about, and was looking at task sets and stuff like that. Right now, I can do the Dungeoneering Easy task set, and I need to do the quest which allows you to have extra bound items. Can't remember what it's called. I need to do that, and that'll allow me to do, I think it's the medium task set, and possibly the hard. I think I need a few more levels and a few skills before I can do the hards though. But then I was looking around thinking, you know what, those items actually do have some stats in them, you know, the shit you get from them. So, started looking about. Apparently the desert task set, well worth doing, so I'll grab the medium necklace now in a minute. Basically just need to do Missing My Mummy, I think it is the only extra quest I need to do for now. And I need 65 Slayer, I think, and 70... is it Thieving? I think it's 70 Thieving for it. Also need to do No Evil. And gain access to Dominion Tower. Which means I need to do a couple of other quests, just random crabby ones like Glorious Memories and stuff like that, just to unlock bosses in DT itself. And if I do that, then that'll eventually allow me to grab the gloves as well. So probably well worth doing, and it'll unlock the hard task set which I can complete to upgrade the necklace further. So yeah, that's what I am going to be doing. As you can see, still doing a bit of Slayer in the background. Got 74 range, and I think it's about time for questing. So after I did my dailies and stuff, kind of sorted out now. Got my Masterful Jagger trades, the second tier one. I think it's called Masterful. Either way, doing them, getting the Viswax, and basically doing that daily, and then resetting and do it again. And it's all going into my Herblore. So should have 85 Herblore pretty soon, which will allow me to do the super anti-fires, which means I can then poke QBD with absolutely 0 worries whatsoever, which will give me a fuck ton of D-bones, hides, and ores and everything else I need, which will be lovely. Top of that will give me the tier 80 rage weapon, so even better. My mage isn't far away from 75, which means I can take that. I probably will get 75 before I go up to the DKs and start poking Rex, just because better accuracy makes life easier. So I got 75, I'll buy the staff from Runespan. I've got enough points for that still stacked up, so that's a nice straightforward upgrade for my mage. Then I'll go to DKs, poke him in the face, get a Dragon Hatchet or 2, hopefully get a Berserker's Ring, that'll upgrade my ring. Then I'll have a decent necklace, decent ring, and a D-Hatchet, which is lovely. I'll probably get a second D-Hatchet if I can though, just for later on. I know you can upgrade to the crystal. I'm not entirely sure how it works. I don't know if I can attach like gizmos and shit to it from Inventor and put it in my tool belt. I'm pretty sure I can't, which means I'll want a second one. Right? Now bear in mind I haven't been on this game in ages, so I know pretty much fuck all about Inventor. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, so I'll probably need a second one just so I can use it to siphon energy and do some woodcutting and stuff like that from Inventor. Gain a bit of XP that way. Yeah, quest-wise, I had no idea what I banged out. Loads of shit. Basically, the Seers set, like Merlin's Crystal and King's Ransom and Holy Grail and that kind of nonsense, done all of them. Temple of Ikov I did just to get the Armadillo Pendant ready for God Wars. Done a few desert quests, give me access to soften them and stuff like that, so I can do Pyramid Plunder and shit. Do need to do contact and dealing with Scarboroughs, just so I can gain access to the bank there as well, because I probably will do Pyramid Plunder for my main thieving XP. Just so I can get the Black Ibis set and hopefully a Pharaoh Scepter in the meantime. Yeah, that's done the Golem and the Feud and things like that. These are all the quests required for me to do the medium desert task set, I think. Zoga Flesh Eaters I ended up doing, and Big Chin Chompy. Not Big Chin Chompy, Big Chompy Bird hunting. Just because apparently they're required for quite a lot of quests. Also gives me access to a first resort, which I do need to do for the free bird meat. Also missing my mummy, because that's the final quest I needed for the Desert Asset. Some basic trash quests like the Witch's House and things like that, which I should have done pretty much at the start of starting this Hardcore Ironman, just for nice big boosts in levels straight at the beginning of combat. But whatever. So yeah, I think the game plan now, I've got these Barrow amulets, so I can now go down to Barrows. So probably the next episode will be the first set of bossing videos on this Hardcore Ironman challenge thing. So yeah, that'll be interesting. We'll go poke Barrows in the face for a bit. Hopefully, actually, if I'm really lucky, I can get a Carol's crossbow or an Arim's staff. Even better would be like Carol's armor or Arim's armor, one or the other, ideally Carol's. So yeah, hopefully I luck out and I'll gain some pretty things from them. But for now, I'll get 75 mage. Eventually, that'll allow me to go up to DKs, which will be the next set of bosses I poke in the face. I'll get 80 range, and then I'll start poking QBD kind of relentlessly, I think. And then, once I've got a tier 80 weapon, I'll go up to God Wars, see if I can get Armadillo armor. And that'll set me up range-wise pretty nicely. Then I can go to God Wars 2 and kill... I can't remember what his name is, but the bloke who gives you the tier 85 dodgy Sharingan lobby things. I don't know what they're called. Gregorovic, is it? I think that might be his name. Either way, that's probably what's going to be happening. So Barrows next. Game on.